But, okay, here we are on this Dexerto article. Is there anything that wasn't in the video on this thing? Yep, Fuse got his thing. Okay, receives improvements to their tactical scan and significant... Oh my god, I need more coffee. Alright, restart. Hello. She sells seashells by the seashore. Receives improvements to their tactical scan and a significantly reduced ultimate cooldown. The tactical should now feel faster and more fluid, the dev said, while scoring a knock during Beast of the Hunt extends the ultimate, enabling chained eliminations. Okay, that's not new at all. White Raven range and healing on knock during the ultimate. Interesting. Cool. Wow, Siphon on Bloodhound? That's wild. Yeah, I went over the video and all the like brief changes that were posted, but I'm holding my breath until I see the actual patch notes, because all this is just like random, you know? Like this is all just taken from the video and maybe some leaks from people and shit. So if Hound gets siphoned, that's gonna be really interesting. Very, very interesting. I wonder how much healing, because like skirmishers already get that now. Alright, Catalyst piercing spikes can now be thrown further and trigger faster. New upgrades allow spikes to remain hidden until activation or deal increased damage. Her Dark Veil ultimate can now be deployed horizontally to steal checkpoints, reducing incoming bullet damage and reinforcing defensive setup. Okay, see, in the video, I liked the concept of being able to cast her wall horizontally in front of her, right? That really enables a lot of her, you know, cover playmaking ability. But reducing incoming bullet damage is kind of insane. I think that's kind of crazy. I don't know, like, if that's the case, then make it see-through, you know? Like, you already can't see who's behind it. It's already pretty difficult to track. I don't know why we'd need to add a different layer, or like an extra layer of like power-up, when like we already looked at her tactical, and the fact that you can horizontally place her wall is insane anyways. Because in endgames, at LAN, in Pro League, and Ranked and stuff, there have been many times that like we've needed to get a cat wall out, and sometimes you need to sacrifice your catalyst to do that. You slide out to the right, you fucking super glide to the right, you do it right to left, make it horizontally, slice off a little piece of your section, and then that was that, right? So the fact that you can do it horizontally without suffering any significant consequence, right? You don't have to jeopardize your positioning. You're probably not going to get knocked. You're just going to be able to really just precisely place wherever wall needs to go, right? So I feel like that alone is going to be enough to make her good. Right? Because once again, nobody's playing Catalyst in Ranked. Nobody's gonna play Catalyst in Ranked. It's just gonna be like that. Especially with these ranked changes, which we'll talk about after this, after the cat changes, but... Nobody's playing Catalyst in Ranked. Like, it's not gonna fucking save you from a rotate, because they shoot you through the veil, right? Like, Catalyst is specifically a competitive legend. I play Cat in Ranked, you're one of 10 million, you know? Also, what up, Autumn? What up, Bojangles? What up, Quag? What up, Soden? How's it going, everybody? What up, Kev? Good to see you, man. Nice shirt. Thank you, man. What up, Garlic? Hope everybody's doing well. Alright. I mean, okay. ApexLegends ranked pick rates. 0.3%. Dude, Autumn, we fucking did, bro. When'd you get the Monsoon handle? Today, motherfuckers. Today I got it. I've been asking Twitch for 5 years to take the GG out of my name, and they told me that they couldn't because, well, they didn't tell me. I knew somebody in the back end who told me that they couldn't because of an ongoing lawsuit and investigation or some shit. But now, I messaged them last night, and then they fucking did it, type shit. Okay, back to Catalyst. 0.3% pick rate, okay? Was this change not engineered to influence competitive? It literally just was, right? Like her Q's activating faster and her ultimate being horizontal and blocking bullets is not going to do jack shit for rank changes. Fact. It's just not going to. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like, ranked, especially with just the rank system and the changes that they're making and shit and just so much stuff, like, Catalyst is not going to enable your RP game, right? Like, you need fast-paced, fighting, fucking super strong utility legends that help being aggressive and taking space and forcing shit, right? How about Comp? She's strong as fuck? She's always been strong, right? So she's always been picked in comp. Caustic first, then Rampart, then or Caustic, Watson. Like, okay, all controllers are really, really strong, right? Catalyst might not be the first controller character to be picked, but I think the simple fact that you can now horizontally deploy your ultimate makes her better than some of the other ones, depending on the map. You know? Okay. What up, Moose? I'm great, man. How are you doing? What up, Breton? Banana? Hope you guys are well. Honestly, not expecting her to have the lowest. I was. Like, conceptually, she's really fun, but then you think about the meta in ranked, and you think about the point system, and you think about the players that play fucking ranked. You play ranked to fucking battle. You don't play ranked to get RP. I mean, getting RP is just battling, right? But the culture of ranked has just evolved into this one-dimensional form of Apex Legends to where you run around, you battle, you're fast, you win, great, you die, oh well, queue up again, you know? Has nothing to do with, like, survivability, or playing zones, or, like, manipulating the fucking topography of maps, and whatever the fuck, so... Alright, next. Wait, controller legends also gain new interactions with Hardlight Mesh, allowing them to repair and reinforce shattered windows to rebuild defensive strongholds. That's another thing, is like, I don't think anybody could have predicted or would have brought up, like, hey, like, let's make all the windows in buildings breakable, right? Because you could just shoot through them anyways, but the difference is now you can move through them and have a little bit more pressure and have a little bit better of an angle, of an LOS of sorts, right? So, this is interesting. I don't know, like, my face value, like, hearing it, reading it, seems kind of random, right? I don't know. Doesn't feel like it's going to change the play dynamics of how buildings work at all. So, I mean, I guess now, like, if windows are shot out and you're Valculting, you can land on second floor, you can land on third floor windows instead of playing balcony or going first and then taking the zipline out. Or, I guess, like, if you're playing Octane, then you can just jump pad into it, or Pathfinder, you can set up a zipline straight to the window, so on and so forth. So, interesting, right? To say the least. Yo, Moose, thank you for the tier 1, man. Appreciate it. Welcome to the storm. Thanks for the support. Helps a lot and means a lot. What does placing the wall horizontally mean? So, you can only deploy your wall based on Catalyst's position, right? You could do it anywhere around her, but she needs to be the center, right? Now, Catalyst can see it and place the wall horizontally. So instead of passing it from her, it's just horizontal. That's it. Simple. Okay. Rank changes. Drop zone has been removed from ranked play. Ranked matches will return to the traditional dropship, aligning the mode with public matches. Developers cited feedback around RNG-heavy outcomes, uneven loot distribution, and ring pressure as key reasons for reverting the system. Well, like, it... Okay. First, I think this is silly. I really like the random POI spawns. I mean... For context, we just won champs from, like, turbo hard random center zone POIs, right? We just, like, did. We just won the biggest tournament off of, like, random POIs. Like, Blinkster told me that in the bus, talking to other pro players, Blinkster said, we have God Draft. He told them our POIs, and they all laughed, right? Except for one, or a couple, whatever the fuck. I don't know. So... like, the fact that we can win and do that from random zone heavy and rotate heavy POIs, means that, you know, like, all the POIs are fucking balanced, man. Like, uneven loot distribution, I mean, in ranked, you can just run around to weapon crafters and upgrade and loot all the extra fucking compounds that just exist around the map. So, I don't even know what this means, right? Like, the whole philosophy of rotating and playing zone, which is totally non-existent in ranked because of the ranked system, by the way, is so that you sacrifice loot, even though you have amps, even though we have fucking crafters, replicators coming down, even though we have Evo armor and shit, you know? Whole point is to sacrifice a little bit of loot for a favorable position for Zone 4 and beyond, right? And ring pressure is key reasons for reverting the system. Yeah, I don't know. Like, the entire philosophy is ranked is always supposed to be to bridge the gap between the casual and the public play to competitive play, right? That's the whole reason why you put a ranked-based merit on the game mode, right? That's the entire reason. You want skill expression. You want skill disparity. You want people to feel like that they are improving or not. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we are aligning the mode with public matches because of the feedback around RNG heavy outcomes, by the way, it's a battle royale, alright? The RNG is absolutely controllable, and if you don't want to commit to understanding how to manipulate the RNG variables in the Apex Legends for your better, for your success, then just play pubs, right? That's it. That's what pubs are for. That's what wildcard is for. That's what LTMs are for, right? That's it. That's the whole fucking point of it, right? Uneven loot distribution. Not even. Like, heals are so easy to come by. Amps enable your shield and healing economy. You get guaranteed guns and attachments from your 2 weapon crafters in your POI. Always. Every time. Guaranteed. Like, you get guaranteed attachments, right? And ring pressure? What ring pressure? You think there's fucking ring pressure in ranked Apex Legends? Fuck no! These motherfuckers are running around playing Octane, Bangalore, Maggie, Valkyrie, Sparrow, Lifeline, doing massive fucking small dick battle because that's what excites their fucking brain. Because there isn't enough incentive to stay alive and get into these end zones and really win. Like, winning the game, right, is good, but it's nowhere near as fun and satisfying and as important, or well, it's a little more important, than just like killing people and having a big kill game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what do you mean pressure's ring pressure? Have you played ranked? I played ranked in every single ranked fucking tier. I played ranked in bronze, silver, gold, plat, diamond, masters, pred. What, right? Like, not a single motherfucker. Not a single motherfucker is actually taking ring pressure. That's the whole point of the fucking ring, right? You have the ring in this battle royale because there are 20 teams that land on this massive map, and only one team can win. Only one team can live. So, aligning with the public matches, yeah. Now, obviously, this is a Dexerto article, so this isn't, like, actually accurate to, like, what the devs feel, potentially, right? So, benefit of the doubt, taking Dexerto article with a grain of salt. If this was, like, verbatim what was in the patch notes that are to be dropped by the devs, I would be kind of sad, right? And deep in the zone 2 for 1 KP. Yeah, 100%. Like, there's just... This is just, like, totally wrong. Like, this is absolutely fucking wrong. Just fundamentally, philosophically, absolutely wrong. Really dumb. Really fucking stupid. Okay. Bot Royale evolved. Weapon meta updates. Several shotgun hop-ups are returning, including dual shell for Mastiff? Mastiff never had the dual shell. But dual shell was there for the Eva. What does that mean, dual shell for the Mastiff? I mean, they did write ring pressure. Oh, did they? Oh, no, dude. Oh, okay, this is actually it. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? This is what I was looking for. Oh, but this is kind of like... Yeah. Not as, After a few seasons of experimentation in alignment with player feedback, whose fucking feedback, dude? Whose feedback? We've decided to do away with the controlled drop zones in ranked! Exclamation point. They're excited. The initial intention was to bring the mode into closer parity with the ALGS competitive experience. However, we understand that ranked in this state resulted in some players feeling like a lot was left to random chance dictated by your starting position. What do you mean? Resulted in we understand that ranked in this state resulted in some players feeling like a lot was left to random chance. Okay, parity with ALGS competitive experience. However, we understand that ranked in this state, the state of parity with the ALGS competitive experience, which was totally non-existent. Absolutely non-existent. This ranked was not close to competitive. Like, it's not close. Like, ranked culture is not even fucking close to competitive. So the fact that we felt satisfied enough with the status of ranked to be confident in saying that it is closer parity with the ALGS competitive experience, and then saying that the ranked feeling of a lot was left to random chance dictated by your starting position, which is totally not fucking true, and then copping out saying that because ranked felt like ALGS competitive experience, right? X or A equals B, right? Yeah. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense to me at all. That just doesn't make sense. Total disconnect. Total fucking disconnect. Absolute disconnect. Head in butthole, right? I'm sorry. Not to be mean. Not to be mean. I understand how difficult it is. Balancing, trying to keep player retentions, trying to make people happy, trying to, like, fucking do things for each community, right? Now, I don't think that's as important as, like, the philosophy of the direction of progress for your game. But, yeah. I mean, the wording in this is way worse than in the Zexerto article, I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, and I watched Wig's clip on it. Time pressure from the ring, starting loot pool, proximity to other teams, and optimal rotations. Like, dude, if you don't want to get better and focus on the fundamentals of a battle royale, then just play pubs, man. That's why we have rotating LTMs and wildcards and all these new events. Like, that's fucking great, right? You are not going to get Masters or Predator if you feel this way. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you're just not going to, right? If your initial thought is, oh man, dude, all these aspects are so fucking difficult, that's why I'm not ranking up and seeing the progress I need, then, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you're just lazy. Maybe you're just indolent. Right? So, I don't know. Goofy. Pretty goofy. I don't like that at all. Ranked wasn't even close to ALGS. The fact that it was, like, confidently put here makes me feel like whoever made these decisions is, you know, just unaware. Disconnected. No one name drops, though? Yeah, I don't know. Because, like, I talk to the Respawn people. I talk to Respawn people. I talk to Balance devs. I know them, you know? I know them. And they're all really cool, and they love the game, and they have fucking really awesome, bright ideas, and they're super passionate, and they're the entire reason why Apex is good in and of itself. And then I see stuff like this, and I'm like, damn, bro, like, what is the internal process? But they all suck at the game? I mean, they suck, but, like, game sense-wise and game understanding, they're definitely, like, yeah, they definitely understand more than their ranks sometimes, right? But, you know, it's funny, because in early Apex, they had dedicated playtesters that their job was to playtest the game, right? Playtest the patches, consistently playtest, like 6 to 8 hours a day type shit. Record all their feedback, so on and so forth. And the average rank of the playtesters back in the day that helped shape the early patches in the direction of the game was unironically high silver. Like gold. You know? So, obviously, we don't have any playtesters anymore. They just, like, ask creators to come in and playtest and then pay them fucking money or whatever the fuck it is. But, yeah. Okay. Anyways. That's fine. I'm very passionate about this game, alright? So, I have a lot of mixed feelings. We are the playtesters, yeah. I missed old ranked. Dude, I miss some variations of old ranked, but, like, you can't confidently say that any rank system has adequately portrayed, like, the culture of competitive. Hey, all is harsh? Yeah, no, all is harsh. There are some fucking goats out there. And regardless of, like, actual fucking skill in-game, like, I understand that you guys put so much time into the back end of what makes Apex, you know? And so, yeah, like, I get it. Sometimes people don't have time to get better or want to grind, especially when your entire fucking life revolves around making this game. So I understand. But, yeah, okay. New advanced audio options, legend dialogue, ping dialogue, announcer dialogue, quality of life upgrades, that's nice, good addition, thank you. Bot Royale evolved. Love ApexLegends, but want to sidestep the sweat. Boy golly, do we have something cooking for you. This is cool, I like this. I know in year 3 there was rumored to be some sort of PvE aspect to be brought into Apex that was canon or like parallel to the Titanfall universe. So I really like the idea of adding some sort of PvE facet, just because it's super involved, right? It's a refreshing perspective of the game, and I mean, you just fucking cater to all demographics of players and gamers, and I like that. So that's fucking cool. You know, Bot Royale evolved, great. I hope that there is some depth to it, some context, or texture rather, not context. And I hope that this is a good base for more expansion into the PvE universe, because when we think of a whole game, like PvP, PvE, fucking lore, cinema, shit, you know, all these things are really important, I think. They'll do whatever they can to not have to spend money. I mean, yeah, to an extent, you know. EA to us, like from the outside perspective, is just like one entity, but there's like so many teams and so many people and so many fucking chains to the top, you know, so there's a lot of shit. Ultimately, like, it's in any business's best interest to not spend as much money and to effectively reach and achieve the goal of making more money. So, like, yeah, yeah. I don't know if there's been any, like, scientific statistic proof that servers have been consistently worse since dropships have been updated. I feel like that's a little speculatory. But yeah. They should just make Pathfinder jumping puzzle with infinite grapples. Do that. I mean, that would be really fun. Without a doubt. Yeah, okay. That's basically it. Okay, back to Digzerto. Loot pool cleanup, knockdown shield. Okay, so first off, dual shell for Mastiff. What does that even mean? Disruptor rounds for PK. Alright, we're back. And double tap for Eva 8. Wait, dual shell is the reload? Oh, it's the reload? Okay, tight. Okay, tight. For some reason, I thought it was the double tap. And then I read double tap, and I was like, wait a second. Double tap for Eva is going to be fucking super strong, by the way. This is probably going to be better than all of the other shotguns combined. The double reload for Mastiff is nice, but if there's no actual like variable changes to the damage or the spread of the Mastiff, then double tap Eva is going to be the greatest. Double tap Eva historically has also been very, very good. One double tap shot can hit for 130, 140. PK, if the fire rate or the pellet spread is not changed, then disruptor rounds aren't going to be doing too much for it, because once again, you have to hit 2 to 3 shots minimum to be able to kill somebody, and you have 5 to 6 shells depending on the change, if they change anything. So disruptor rounds on PK, which is the objectively slowest fire rate out of the Eva and Mastiff and the Mozambiques, I don't think it's going to do too much at all, because once again, 200 health, 100 of that gets fucking disrupted, alright? And plus PK is your secondary, it is your close range, it is your secondary. Usually disruptor rounds are meant to be openers, much like the car, and that's why you kind of swap it out for your primary. But yeah, interested to see what the values on the double tap and the Eva 8 are, and to see if they've changed any of the other shotguns. Same time, marksman weapons are being toned down. The bow check, triple take, 30-30 repeater received reductions to fire rate and damage, while the G7 scout moves to the care package. Alright. It's shotgun meta. It's shotgun SMG meta. It's AR meta, right? Because, like, your mid to long range, like, I'm sure, like, I'm still going to be running Sentinel. I'm still going to be running charge rifle. So, sometimes longbow. But the bow check nerf is going to be great. The triple take nerf is going to be great. 30-30 was in a pretty decent spot right now. I really liked the balancing of some of the mid-range DMRs this patch. Bow check was a little broken with infinite ammo plus rampart. Triple take had insane hip fire rate, and 30-30 was probably the most balanced out of all 4 weapons. Losing the scout back in the care package is fine. We've seen a lot of action on scout and mid-range DMRs anyways, so that's fine. But yeah, we'll see what the values are for all of these and see what they do for assault rifles, because obviously something has to take their place. I want a good flatline meta? Hell yeah. Dude, flatline and havoc meta was so bad back in the day. R3 meta was great, but it ended up being just, alright, slide on their head and hit fire everybody. So it'll be interesting to see. Because if the AR meta returns in that, you know, whatever the fuck, if it returns like that in that capacity, and then shotguns are also really good too, then we might see, I mean, just more Jibby, more Castle, so yeah. Loot pool cleanup, knockdown shields have been removed from the loot pool. Knockdown shield strength is now tied to a player's legend level. Okay. Great, we should have done this 5 years ago. 100%. It's funny, because we've been saying this for a long time, right? And the second part we've been saying for extra long time, and J Beeves, love my boy J Beeves, right? That dude the fucking goat, okay? But 4 years ago or 3 years ago in a playtest, we were like, hey man, White backpack shouldn't be spawning. We just need to spawn with them. It'll soak up the loot pool. It's gonna be so fucking good. And he said, you just need to think and figure out why white backpacks are on the ground loot. You know, he was like, dude, you just need to fucking think. Like, you just need to figure it out. Like, why they don't spawn on you. Said that for years. So funny. But obviously now they're equipped at the start of each match and have been removed from ground loot to reduce early game clutter and streamline looting. Exactly. Like, these two things alone are going to provide a lot of opening for this, like, loot disparity that players are claiming, alright? Or whatever the fuck. Starting loot pool, you know? So that alone would definitely help. Okay. Yep. Wait, where's I looking? I was looking here. Yeah. Okay. Good. Glad that they finally did this. We'll see how it feels. 7th anniversary event allows players to permanently unlock up to 4 legends by completing weekly challenges. Great. So instead of new players having to like grind to level 500 to unlock everything, this is going to be a super nice opportunity for everybody that doesn't have all the legends unlocked, or I guess, well, doesn't have Valkyrie, Revenant, Conduit, Sparrow unlocked to get all 4 of these legends. Don't sleep. You know how hard it is to grind for legend tokens. Now, all the pro players have millions because we've been playing since day one, but I do understand and have heard the active feedback about how difficult it is to attain the entire roster. So that's good. Breach Battle Pass, great. We'll see that when it comes out. Otherwise, I mean, yeah. Some good changes, but it's hard not to feel like some of the individual insignificant legend changes are going to impact any sort of quality of life when playing a video game, when ranked it just regresses and devolves, you know? Like, the reason why I haven't been playing ranked 12 hours a day every day is because of how fucking boring it is, man. It is so boring, right? You land at a drop spot, you walk around, you fight, like, from the pro perspective, you walk around, you fight people that are not professional players, that have no tether to importance of how to, like, play the game or win the game. They're just kind of running around. There's 8 squads up, 6 squads up, Zone 3, Zone 4. You hit your dude scan, there's nobody in zone, you have all this space, you have 15 minutes of downtime at every single game, and then you fight one last team where you either get cheesed by an unrealistic team comp that doesn't enable winning, it just enables individual play and skill. And you lose and you queue up to go again for minimal ranked points in your shitty first 15 to 20 minutes of the game. Or like, you just steamroll somebody because, once again, like, they don't really give a fuck about playing their space, or playing the map, or playing the architecture well, or anything other than just, like, fighting people. So ranked is really boring, and ranked is going to be even more boring with these changes. So, like, I don't know. Personally, my preference is, I want 18 squads up Zone 3. That's where the fun is. That's where the fun goes, right? Early game, you spend looting and maneuvering around teams for a privileged position that has good access into the later zones, into end games. And the real fun comes from having to navigate through 18 fucking squads and killing a bunch of players that are using utility for, like, the pinnacle defense and offense, and trying to make super creative plays that, you know, that allow them to express how good they are with their macro or maybe their utility usage and shit. So we're just not going to get that, unfortunately. Damn. You guys have streamed 8 years, so who? Can you get me Jugga? Yeah, I got you. My sinuses are fucked. My allergies are fucked. Yeah, there should be. Like, the incentive to win shouldn't be, like, 100 more RP. Because winning the game becomes fundamentally simpler when there are less pieces apart of the puzzle, right? So, like, when you think of chess, a full board is more complex and complicated because there are more variables, and endgames are typically a lot more simpler because you only have X amount of pieces, which are significantly fewer than before, right? So, yeah. I don't know. Like, wins in this ranked meta and culture is more of a product of everybody running around and fighting each other early, and then a team not having to do much. Whereas in comp, it's like you have to really work for it and play good micro and have really good decision making in like your short form sequence of events and shit. It's so boring and easy. I play my PC once a week and I'm in D1. It shouldn't be that easy. Yeah, maybe you're just that good, but knowing what I know about ranked, it is definitely a little too easy. I don't know, Join. Weren't they planning to add more usability for legend tokens like pack upgrading? That'd be really nice. I've got a lot of L tokens. What you thought on new Windows walls? Seems like a cool layer of gameplay that nobody really ever expected to be implemented, but I could totally understand how that can offer a little bit more opportunity to teams and players in terms of defending and aggressing on spots. That's pretty interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it plays forth. Now, it is interesting that they are looking on ways to evolve the game fundamentally at a competitive pinnacle level, but yet it's like a step backwards in philosophy for ranked play and balance. Why are they basing changes on lower players instead of the top ranked ones? This is crazy. Well, yeah, I mean, it just depends on what your goal is and what your values are, right? Like, if your goal is to bridge the gap between casual and competitive play, then, like, ranked definitely needs to be balanced towards a competitive level. Right? And the philosophy that has been published and reinforced over the years was we need to be the stepping stone. But yeah. What up, Parker? And I won't come down. On a new map? There likely won't be a new map for at least another 2 seasons. So, what they typically do is like release a new map every like 4 to 5 seasons, and in between they do map updates, right? So they did Olympus this time, and now it looks like they might do some Broken Moon. They did Broken Moon once too. They might do Broken Moon again just to make it a little bit more competitively viable. I think they're doing Wedge though, right? Like World's Edge update is confirmed, right? So yeah. Ain't there like 4 project maps? Well, they're always 4 to 6 seasons ahead. So I'm sure that there's concepts for maps and ideas for it, but as far as maps that they're actively developing and building on, I'm not too sure. What a salt. Customs? Yo, customs could be fun. I'm gonna play some LTM right now. They're that far ahead? That is wild. Yeah, they have different teams on multiple seasons ahead. Which is great. It's just necessary. Like, if you want your project, if you want your game to continue to develop in, like, a good, healthy way, sustainable way, GG. Olympus is so bad. Olympus is I like the map updates, and it's pretty good, but it's just the ranked, you know? Ranked just does not enable the things that we need it to.